Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So today, we're back with another memorial video. We're here to mourn the death of Senator LAUCH FAIRCLOTH, the U.S. Republican senator from North Carolina. He has sadly passed away at the age of 95. Today we're going to be talking about his electoral history and the contribution he gave to not just North Carolina, but to the United States as a whole. So let's get to the start of this. Mr. Faircloth, once again, we honor all political affiliations. We respect all politicians of all political affiliations, regardless of their political party, regardless of their record, and regardless of what they stand for. So we are going to honor and respect Senator LAUCH FAIRCLOTH today and see basically see his record and all that stuff. He is indeed a party switcher. So he was formerly a Democrat and was a part of the Democratic Party from 1950 to 1990. But until in 1990, he manages to flip to the Republican Party. Now, it did say, yes, yes, he ran against John Edwards. So that's good to know. And maybe we can see that. But yes, I would say he would be a very fiscally and socially conservative guy. Seeing that the Democratic Party back in North Carolina, like the South, and typically, like most of the 20th century, was conservative, right? They were socially conservative and more, I would say they're more center fiscally, but socially they were leaning center right. They believed in a social status. Once again, more of a religious social status in the common man. And I'm not saying that LAUCH FAIRCLOTH believed in that, not at all. However, once again, this is what the majority of the Democratic Party in the South believed. But of course, the Democratic Party in North Carolina was not as religious as most Southern parties. The Democratic Party of North Carolina supported civil rights. So, when it comes for African Americans, although yes, there was racism in North Carolina and through the civil rights movement, and there was some Democratic Party members that supported segregation. The North Carolina Democratic Party was very cooperative with the LBJ administration and overwhelmingly supported his reelection in 1964. But this is not about North Carolina's political history. We're going to dump right into this video. So, electoral history, you'll see that LAUCH FAIRCLOTH was first elected in 1992, and that's how he kind of got into politics. So, 1992, LAUCH FAIRCLOTH won 50%, defeating the incumbent governor, Terry Sanford. And you'll see FAIRCLOTH won 4% of the popular vote, so 4-point margin against Sanford. And now, during this time, we know the 90s. When was the last time? Since 92, the last time North Carolina voted Democratic was in 76, right? It went for Jimmy Carter, I want to believe. However, during 92, the election of 92, presidential election, North Carolina almost, I think, almost, it was kind of leaning or tilting, but it managed to avoid Bill Clinton. So yes, it was kind of a more center-right in politics during the 90s. So you'll see, yes, 50% LAUCH FAIRCLOTH, He was the former state secretary of commerce under Jim Hunt. Governor Jim Hunt. And I wonder who Governor Jim Hunt is. Yes, he is the governor of North Carolina. He's not just the governor of North Carolina. He's the 69th and 71st governor of North Carolina. Did I say Indiana? My goodness, my mind's gone cuckoo. He is the 69th and 71st governor of North Carolina. And boy, yeah, he is a Democrat. And I imagine, big brain moment. Jim Hunt must have selected Faircloth as when he was a Democrat, right? Because Democrats support Democrats. And that would make sense because just recently, 1990, 2 years ago, from 1992, LAUCH Faircloth switched political positions. So yeah, he managed to win a whole lot of counties here. You'll see in the area. But then he's not so lucky in 98. I don't know what happened, but we got this guy, John Edwards. And we know who John Edwards is, right? We better know who John Edwards is. He was John Kerry's running mate in 2004. So we know who John Edwards is. Yeah, big guy. He ran for president in 2004. Yeah. So apparently he was big enough to defeat Faircloth, who I don't know couldn't hold on to his job. I don't know what made him so unpopular. When it comes to that, although Fairfield did easily defeat two minor candidates, that's obvious here. So yeah, you'll see Edwards managed to flip the conservative stronghold. Well, I wouldn't say stronghold, but decently conservative city of Wilmington. Wilmington has always been a conservative city. It kind of is today, although it's leaning more to the left recently. It has voted Republican very recently in many elections, and guess what? You kind of need Wilmington to win. You don't really need Wilmington to win, but if you have Wilmington, it's going to help the Republican Party a lot. And same thing with the Democratic Party. It's a big city, 100,000 people, and if you get it, it's a good win. So, yeah, John Edwards managed to defeat Faircloth by just 4 points. Yeah, and in 2004, Edwards was like, nope, I'm running for president. Oh, not just that, Edwards was running for vice president. He gave up his seat. That was a blunder. Well, I mean, you kind of had to take it because it's not every day that a big guy, the nominee of a major party, says, hey, you want to be my running mate? Literally, all you got to do is say yes, win the election, you're vice president, and the presidency's right on your footsteps. So, yeah, I mean, I understand John Edwards' move. You risk a Senate seat. But anyway, yeah. So rest in peace, LAUCH Faircloth. We respect you. It doesn't really say anything of his political positions. I would imagine he is a conservative. Yes, he is a conservative. Well, we'll see here. Moderate, liberal. Okay, yeah, I haven't done any research on this guy. Yeah, he has attacked multiple liberals for their tax increases. So yeah, fiscal and social conservative as you would speak. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Rest in peace, Senator Faircloth.